So I've thought about 6 reasons why you might not be fixing yet, and 6 really inspiring examples that are really changing that reality. So the first problem is that stuff is just too cheap. It's really cheap to replace stuff. You know, you go around shops and stores now, you can find a kettle for $10, you can find a pair of shoes for $5. When stuff is that cheap, what's the true cost? What are we not paying for? There are more than 1 billion cell phones going to be sold this year, and the carbon footprint is equal to the size of a small country for just those cell phones, but we're not paying for it. And there's a charity called Restart Project based in the UK that's campaigning for systemic change, and I love this quote that they have, because everyone asks, like, when they're making choices, what to buy. What's the most environmentally friendly, this or that? What's the most environmentally friendly smartphone? It's the one you have. Second reason that people aren't repairing things, well, companies don't want you to. They're actively designing stuff so that it can't be repaired, so that you can't do it. Because it's not just the gadget companies that are designing screws that don't fit the screwdrivers that you have so you can't open them up, or kitchen appliance companies that are using glue instead of screws so that you can't open them up and you can't repair them. Those companies are operating on the premise that if you can't repair something, you're going to repurchase another one sooner. So the third reason is pretty basic. We love new stuff. We just like buying new stuff, and there's lots of cool stuff coming out all the time. Shoes are a primary example. We're all guilty of it. They're just so easy to buy and easy to love. 20 billion pairs of shoes are made every year, and these are made from materials that last a very long time. The fourth problem is that it's in our minds. We have a throwaway mindset. 12 billion tons of clothing is thrown away every year in the US, and the clothing industry is the second largest polluter, second only to oil. It's not because the clothes are disintegrating, it's because we're not continuing to wear them, we're not continuing to take care of them. And we've got to change our minds. If you think about other stuff, you think about jewelry or you think about furniture, there are things in our lives that we enjoy aging with. We buy them and we intend to live with them for our lives. And if they get a stain or they get a bit scuffed, we kind of, it has a bit of a memory of that time, that party where we spilled the wine or whatever. But we don't think about that with our clothes or with various other things in our lives. So we've got to change how we're thinking. The fifth reason you might not be repairing is you might not think that you can, that you don't have the skills, you don't have the knowledge. Well, the good news is that it's really easy, much easier than you think to learn. iFixit is an amazing, amazing resource. There's more than 35,000 repair manuals on there of 10,000 different devices and appliances and so on. And they're really, really good quality. You can follow step by step, and they have the guidance for what spare parts you might need and where you can get them, and those are all quality checked and so on. So you can learn online, you teach yourself. That's amazing. You can also go to a repair cafe. So I don't know if you heard of these, but they're grassroots, voluntary community events where people that have the skills, because in every community, there's people there who are tinkerers, who are retired engineers, who are teachers, who used to work in electronics, whatever it is. There are people with the skills, and they want to share them. And so a repair cafe is where that happens. You can bring along your broken stuff, and you can not only have it fixed like you would in a repair shop, but you can learn how to do it at the same time. Okay, and the last reason, which is a little bit sad, is that we've lost our confidence around fixing things and making things. But there's amazing stuff happening in this space as well. So if you think about it, when you're a kid, you have all the confidence in the world. You watch a kid, they think, even if they can or not, they think they can sing, they think they can dance, They think they can draw. Well, they think they can fix. And what if we can help them hold on to that? What if the next generation, we can help them hold on to that confidence by nurturing those skills and nurturing that enthusiasm? I just want to finish on a little animation that we made to celebrate the spirit of the creativity of this community.
Oh,